But what has happened is that his flaws got accentuated because now every throw matters, every possession matters, and we see this. The turnovers start to happen.
I'm panicked because of the defense. I'm panicked because of Purdy. But is it panic time for the Niners?
100% is panic time for the Niners.
Last year they were 3-5 at this point. Year before they were 3-4. Both times they went to the NFC Championship game and competed.
The San Francisco 49ers lose a tough one to the Cincinnati Bengals, 31-17. This is the third loss in the row for the 49ers, and everyone's losing their mind. Everybody's writing off the 49ers. And if you're a Niners fan and you are here, I am here to tell you, don't worry, calm down. I have some excellent statistics to back up everything I'm about to say. And don't worry, you will still be in the NFC Championship game. Now, are you going to win it? That's up to you. First things first, history speaks for itself. So if you're not a Niners fan and this is your victory lap to start hating on them, Cowboys fans, I'm here to let you know a few things. In 2021, the San Francisco 49ers started their season 3-5 and made it to the NFC Championship game. In 2022, they started 3-4 and made it to the NFC Championship game. Today, they are 5-3, and I promise you, the chances of them making it to the NFC Championship game are still very high. Now, there are some inadequacies that we need to talk about defensively, and offensively, I feel as if y'all are going to be very surprised for my take offensively, and I want to talk about a special player. Now, defensively, there's some weird things that's going around with Steve Wilks. I don't know what exactly DeMeco Ryans did last year, so you guys need to let me know in the comments. I just want to be fair. I want to be honest. Also, I am a Bengals fan, so I'm going to be able to analyze this game pretty well to where I can tell y'all where y'all could have beaten us offensively. Defensively, I don't know why Steve Wilks is putting so much pressure on Greenlaw and Warner to take up the slack of defensive tackles. Miles, what do you mean by this? For whatever reason, Steve Wilks has Nick Bosa and Randy Gregory playing wide 9 techniques the entire game. I don't understand it. So if you don't know this position, your edge defender would be on the outside shoulder of a tight end. That is a lot of space that needs to be recovered. Both of them to play 9 techniques has pros and cons. What are the pros? You have good one-on-one opportunities against tackles with a flexibility of moves. The cons are you're alone to where you can't do as many stunts with other interior defensive linemen. And the interior defensive lineman like Eric Armstead is playing a 7 technique, which is on the outside shoulder of an offensive tackle. And then Javon Kinlaw is playing a head-up 2 technique on the left guard. So there's so many weird things happening with this defensive line. And what it does is it puts all the pressure on Warner, Isaiah Oliver, your slot corner, and Greenlaw. All the pressure's on them in the run game. So I'm assuming Steve Wilks is upset that the sacks haven't really been coming in. So he's putting Randy and Nick in great opportunities to get the sacks, but they're still not funneling in the way they should be. So I need to know, what did DeMeco Ryans do that was different? Did everyone just play a normal 7 technique and 5 techs that normal edges do, and you have your interior guys playing your 3 techs? I need to know in the comments because this was weird looking back at the film. Another thing defensively that you guys do, which in theory it's brilliant, but it tells the offense everything they need to know. Isaiah Oliver follows all the slot receivers and Warner shifts to the higher wide receiver sides. That's going to leave Greenlaw in an area to be like, hey dude, Warner's going to worry about the passing side, the high wide receiver side. You work on the run game. You be the first run fitter. You're here to stop the run and make the big hits. But what it does is it tells the offense, okay, this is how they're going to do it. Let's manipulate Fred Warner. Let's move Fred Warner out of the way and pass on Greenlaw. Guys, I'm not a genius. I'm not smart. But when you tell the offense, hey, we're going to only have Warner go to the high wide receiver side, it tells Joe Burrow, okay, we're just going to throw the ball on Greenlaw then. This is crazy. If you're telling the other team that Greenlaw is not great at pass coverage and Fred Warner is, they're going to use that against you. And as a Bengals fan, for us to be running the ball so effectively, and I don't want to diss my own team, but that shouldn't have happened the way that it did. When you play super wide techniques and you put all the pressure on your linebackers, and when you tell the offense, hey, our linebacker is good at this and our other linebacker is good at that, it puts everything in the control of an offense that runs a lot of run-pass options, that has an accurate quarterback, that has a physical offensive line, that has dominating receivers. Now, if you're just playing like the Rams or something, this plan will work effectively pretty well. But if you're playing a legitimate team, you got to throw all that stuff out of the window. You got to go to a base type style defense, and you got to use some safeties in passing downs. I like Greenlaw. I know he's a dog, but if he's not as great in pass coverage, he's got to come off the field on those third down plays. Now, it's important for me to really go in on the defense because everyone's saying, oh, the defense is dead, the defense is gone. It's not that. It's whatever Steve Wilks is doing, which I don't really get, I don't really understand, and I'm a defensive guy. So please, Niners fans, let me know in the comments what is different from last year and why is Steve Wilks messing it all up. I still think this is a Super Bowl defense. Of course, you still do too, but I need to get some more information. And one last lovely thing I would like to discuss regarding this 49ers defense. It may have just gotten better, or it may just be the same. At least you're getting another body in there. Congratulations, Chase Young. You leave the terrible organization of the Washington Commanders, and you go to the profound standard of excellence in the San Francisco 49ers. You guys give up a third-round pick in 2024 for Chase Young. Of course, that means at some point in time, you may have to pay him some good monies. Let me know what you guys think about the trade in full in the comments. Of course, this is going to be a great, young, athletic, high potential type of talent in the room, but things did not work out in Washington. Let me know. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you not really even care? But before we get to the offense, guys, I just want you all to know that I am a brokey and I want to escape the matrix. So please give us a like and please subscribe. Your like and your subscribe feeds my family. Thank you so much. The player that I like the most is undoubtedly Trent Williams. Trent Williams, who did not play, who was out, that would have been the game changer. Now, I'm not saying the tackle that you guys had in was bad or anything, but Trent Williams is a run-dominating force. He is so great in the run game, and losing that, not having that in your will pocket definitely sucks. I don't know from a confidence standpoint where Brock Purdy was. Seems that if he has the green light to kind of do almost whatever he wants. I'm willing to say that if Trent Williams was playing the game, and of course if Debo was there, I don't know about the Bengals' chances of winning this game. I would also say this. I do not know why Kyle Shanahan stopped with the play-action passes. I don't get it. He had a great opportunity to abuse the Bengals with George Kittle. George Kittle a few years ago embarrassed us on national television, and he was on his way to doing it again. George Kittle should and could have 200 yards every single time he plays against the Bengals. Why? Bengals defense plays off tendencies. If you're in a run package formation, our dogs are looking for the run. It's that simple. We're not really looking for the pass. We want to stop the run. You guys saw us. We have 5 defensive linemen down, ready to stop your run. Keep running the play action. I don't get it. I do not understand why Kyle Shanahan was trying to still run the ball against this D-line that was matching up half for half. Why was he just doing motions and not still utilizing that strong, hard play action method? So I don't get it in that realm. Now, Brock Purdy, on the other hand, this is the first legitimate game that I got to see of him and analyze. I like Brock. Now, he's not an elite guy. I don't understand why that faction came up. And I'm sorry if you're a 49ers fan and you're hearing this. Let me know in the comments that you disagree with me. Let me know in the comments that you agree with me. I am here to say this, though. I am happy that he is your starting quarterback and not Trey Lance. I was on the Trey Lance train. I'm off of it. I think Brock Purdy can get the job done. He has the confidence. He has the poise. Those across the field throws that were touchdowns, ridiculous. I cannot believe those weren't picked off, but those are possibilities due to his legs. His playmaking ability, I didn't know it was that great. I didn't know he was that loosey-goosey within his mind. He has the bravado to just make plays. He's a game manager playmaker. He really is. And so that's what you're missing from a Trey Lance. That's what you're missing from a Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes, they can do everything Kyle Shanahan says. Yes, they can look at this receiver. Yes, they can look at this concept and be this in tune into the script. But if you don't have that playmaking gear, if you don't have that little notch in your head saying, I can make the play, you're going to lose. And I like that about Brock Purdy. Now, on the interception that Jermaine Pratt caught and was running up the sideline, that would have been an opportunity for Brock Purdy to just run the ball or just run out of bounds or just get rid of it. And of course, you only say that 2020 because it was a spectacular play. And if he just lifted the ball a little bit over Pratt, it would have been a touchdown. But I like him to be a little more safer than sorry because he needs to understand he doesn't have the elite arm. Like, it's not an elite arm. I think he has elite intangibles, but it kind of stops at that point. He needs to calm down, assess everything after this bye week. Everybody needs to get healthy, and you guys are going to be coming out swinging. I'm so excited for this 49ers team to come out swinging after the bye week. Last point, Kyle Shanahan, this is all your fault. 17 points back to back to back, 3 games in a row. You're the offensive guru. You're the offensive genius. I don't want to hear any more excuses about injured players. Brock did this, Brock did that. It's on Kyle Shanahan to put Brock in the best situations possible to be successful. And 17 points, that's not going to get it done. 3 games in a row, that's embarrassing. I'll say this, I still believe that the 49ers are the second best team in the NFC. Yes, that's ahead of the Cowboys and behind the Eagles. And that's going to piss a lot of Cowboys fans off, but I'm here for that agenda. I like that still more. Use Christian McCaffrey in a more decoy fashion. Use him moving around to give the ball to Elijah Mitchell. Move CMC into the slot and look somewhere else. People are saying if we stop CMC, Brock Purdy is done. But if you tell the defense, hey, we're not even going to use CMC, we're going to make you think we're going to use CMC, and we're going to use someone else, you can make some defenses look really silly. So I'm assuming that Kyle, after the bye week, is going to come in with a new game plan, a new strategy, and Steve Wilks might lose that play calling job to someone because I don't know what he's doing. He's doing too many things. What's not broke don't need to be fixed. Whatever D'Amico did, whatever Robert Saleh did defensively, just do that. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thank you so much. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.